It was good, man. It's your boy Era Hardaway, man. I'm out here whipping it up with the kitchen field. My niggas is animals. They farting, they flexing.
Yo, so I'm sitting here with Era Hardaway. Okay. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the area where you're from, because obviously that's influenced your music.
Man, where I'm from, it's just real. It's like it's nothing to do in a sense. It's like a commuter town, I would say, but it's cool people there. You know, you go through the school systems and grow up there. It's real cool. Once you get to know everybody, it's kind of like a down home, kind of like a little southern area, not a lot of country land, but then it has like a city part. You know what I'm saying? When you go into town and the central part, but it's pretty cool. It's like a rural mix, you know. And like you get a real melting pot because people will come from all over. Like I was in high school, I had people come from New York. I actually went to school with people from like New York and Baltimore, and that was just the high school, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I like my city, man.
So do you think that like being from a small town, does that affect the sound? Because I look at artists like J. Cole, look at people like Nas. Nas is the exception. He's not from a small town,
yeah.
But if you look at Queens, it's kind of like a microcosm. Like he was kind of raised in his community, like inside his block.
Yeah.
You know? So in a sense, it was still kind of like a small town because they didn't go outside and explore all of New York.
Exactly.
So do you feel like people like J. Cole from Fayetteville and these small places, Big Crit from Mississippi, do you think that gives them a more introspective sound or more to talk about?
Yeah, I would say so, because when you have, like, when you're there and you have nothing to do, or it's not that much to do, and you're trying to get at something, it's not hard to stay in the house and, you know what I'm saying, be on the internet and search for things and then start to develop your craft, you know what I'm saying? Or when you take trips out of town, when you're from a small area like that, when you're out of town, you observe everything, you know, because everything's new to you, you feel me? It's like things that you've never seen before. And then as you start to go to more cities, you start to just embrace different cultures. And that, in the sense of it, kind of becomes a part of you, because, like I said, since you come from a small town, they really don't have no identity. And to go to see a town that has identity, yeah, it's like it just picks up, you know what I'm saying? And then you just start to see how cultures work and how things move about, how the music spreads, you know, and then you take that back home and then you just, yeah.
So what's the goal of your music? Like, when I listen to it, like records like Slab 2.0, that's just a dope record.
Name someone like me that got this no style in the game. Writing and rolling that flame, flowing and doing my thing.
So, how do you make records like that? Where does it come from?
Just from me, man. I try to be as original as possible, you know, like, one thing I always say, like, you get a lot of artists now that try to perpetrate and say they're from one place or try to say they do this, that, and the third, and they really don't. And I'm like, why would you? If you come from a certain area, that's the area that you come from. Like, you can't sit here and say I was born here, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to choose that, you know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in Fredericksburg, I can't change that, you know? So, like, I don't know, man. It's just, that's just how I am. I'm just an authentic person. It's just me. I try to give you me in every song, every verse, every chorus. It's just me, my experiences, everything that I went through. I try to put that for you in a rap, you know, and take what I learned from it, you know.
Okay, well, going forward from there, so what's this project I'm in here that you're working on right now?
Yeah, the ForeverMore EP, that's with Mark Beasley. That one is going to be, that's like more experimental for me, you know what I'm saying? Because like I'm stepping out of that. Now it's like I'm trying to tell stories, I'm trying to get people around it, you know, trying to try my hand at different beats, different tempos, so. But it's still going to be me, you know, and still gonna get the same Era Hardaway that y'all been getting, so. But then after that, then it'll be Juugamil. That's going to be, I want to say, an album. I just don't like to put no titles on a project sometimes. I like the people to make it what they want to make it and hear what they want to hear.
Are there any Virginia artists that you would like to work with right now? Because there's a lot of people in the DMV right now.
I really want to work with, it's always been like this too. And just because I'm a big fan, I've always wanted to work with Nicholas F.
I just know I wouldn't change a thing if it wasn't for the flow.
I've been following Nick ever since Cut the Check, like middle school. Like when I heard him, like, I'm the other guy. No, I'm not your man. Like that song, like, I just want to work with him. And then like when he put out Yellow Gold with Bliv, that's the producer I want to work with, Bliv, man. Cause those two, man, it's just, Nick has never changed up. He's never switched up, man. He's never changed up his style. And then Bliv is just so true. Like true to his soul, like his beats are just unorthodox. He catches a bounce that you would never see in a sample, you know. So those two, and then I want to work with Caliucci.
If I taught you I was yours, you probably
yeah, just because I listen to her too, like her new project. What is it, Poor Vita or something like that?
I'm not up on her. Where's she from?
Yeah, she's from. Where is she from?
Somewhere in Virginia.
Somewhere in Virginia. She's originally from Columbia, but she came to Virginia, and that's when she just came up at. So, but yeah, that's another person I want to work with. So those are like the three major ones. I mean, of course, you got your stars, you know. Oh yeah, work with Pharrell, work with Timbaland, you know those. But besides those people, yeah, those are like the main people that I want to work with.
What do you think about Pharrell and Timbaland, like, as far as what, obviously, you know, we all know they made major names for themselves in the game, and they're dope, phenomenal talents.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, the new wave of artists, do you feel like they should do anything different, or you feel like they should just keep doing what they're doing?
I think they should search. I feel like a lot of people that came from Virginia that made it don't come back to, like, they come back, but I mean, because they live here, but it's like, they need to search for the dope artists that are in Virginia, because if you work with people that's from your home state, it's like that's automatic boom, and then you putting them on. It's kind of like when Pharrell came back and worked with the Clips.
On a block with consistent hits, while Pharrell keep talking this music.
Like you gotta keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that keeps, like, you keep planting new seeds to help them grow, and then in turn they drop off new seeds to help grow, and it's a continual process. And I feel like they don't really do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of artists in Virginia that are dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, Farmer West, Kevin Sinatra.
Farmer West is dope.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, like Peter Son. Like a lot of people, a lot of dope artists. You know what I'm saying? Drum. You know. We was just at the drum show last night, Rebel E, all of them, like, and it's just like they don't get that recognition, you feel me? Like, they don't, like, it's time to rise now, you feel me? Like, these are, like, all you need, that's all we need, like, get us in the studio with that, like,
do
man.
you feel like, at this point now, Virginia is about to have a sound? Because, like, you know, New York has a sound, Cali has a sound, Atlanta has a sound, even the Midwest has a sound. Does Virginia have a sound?
And it needs to be coined, and that's, like, you know what I'm saying? That's also, like, one of my bucket list goals, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I die, that's what I want to have, like, a sound for Virginia. If I don't create it, I helped it or something, because it's really no set sound. You really can't put on a song and then hear certain beats, and they be like, oh yeah, that's Virginia, you know what I'm saying? You know, you hear it from New York, you be like, oh yeah, that dude from New York, you feel me? Or when you hear the down south Atlanta 808s, you know what I'm saying, like the Metro Boomers and all that, you be like, yeah, that's Atlanta. But Virginia needs its own sound, and that's where it's gonna be a wave. Like, everybody's just gonna rise up, and then it's just gonna become one major wave, and they're gonna be like, yeah, this is that sound that's from Virginia.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think another thing I thought about also is, like, New York, they go through that problem too, where it's like, why don't New York artists get signed by New York record label?
Yeah.
You know, like Joey Badass. Why was Diddy not checking for Joey?
Exactly.
Or if he was, why did it not happen? You know what I'm saying? So right now, I feel like there's a big disconnect with the people that are actually dope and the people that have the facilities and the money to actually make things happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a huge disconnect.
It is. It probably might be, like, because they have a different vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're older, they might not be as hip as they were when they were back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, times change. You know what I'm saying? People change. Technology changes. So it's like, I don't know. It's like they should know, but it just amazes me that they don't. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't even blow until they have, like, one hit single, and then it just spreads like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? And before then, they were under the radar, like only getting 1,000 views a month on their videos and stuff. You feel me? So, like, sometimes it just takes one song to do that. So, but for the ones that's been grinding, I don't understand why people haven't heard it.
I think it's got to go beyond. It's got to go beyond the digital stratosphere.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right now, we can't just drop stuff, put it online. I feel like Virginia needs an outlet. You know, everywhere else has an outlet. They have, like, go-to producers, go-to record labels that, you know, if they really need to get something out and it's popping in the streets, they can just send it to this one entity and it goes. Virginia doesn't have that. We need that.
Exactly,
you know?
We need that more, and it's kind of crazy because, like, being that it's such a big state and there's so many cities, people, it's like it's not concentrated in one area yet. But like I said, slowly and surely, in each city, they're starting to get more concentrated, and people are actually starting to build up. You know what I'm saying? And but we really do need that hub in a sense. You know, we really do need that go-to. We're like, yeah, we got this.